The Golden State squad coming through the tunnel earlier, with the Warriors faithful anxiously awaiting their arrival on the court. Time to start the weekend in style. We welcome you to Friday Night Basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson. With me tonight, Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, with Allie LaForce joining us courtside. Hey, Allie.
Well, Cade Cunningham, the top pick in 2021, said, quote, "There's a lot of different reasons why I was picked #1, but I think it's just who I am as a person. Someone that can turn into a leader for your team and be a franchise guy. I compose myself well, and that translates on the court. I'm pretty confident in what I can do and who I am." Brian?
Thanks, Allie. And last season, the NBA mourned the passing of Hall of Famer Bob Lanier. He played his first decade with the Pistons.
A sad loss for the NBA. Now, he represented them 7 times as an all-star, but for all his greatness on the court, he'll be remembered just as much for the work he did off the court as the league's global ambassador.
Now let's check out the starters for the Detroit Pistons. Hay, the small forward, with Bagley holding down the 4. Cade Cunningham out there with Ivy, and it's Stewart in at the 5. And for the Warriors, all 3 shooters are out there. The splash triplets, Curry, Clay, and Poole. Draymond Green is out there with Andrew Wiggins. Now Curry, Wiggins outside. On the wing, Curry. Green, a screen. Curry passes to Green. Just 5 to shoot. That's good from Curry on the assist from Green.
Incredible passer at his position. Green is especially good at getting it to the open teammate.
Outside Bagley. Back to Cunningham. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Now the Warriors with it. It's a 3-point game. Curry finds Wiggins. Jacks up a 3. The rebound by Stewart.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Pass to Ivy. Outside Bagley. There's the double team with Wiggins. Here's Ivy. He's covered by Curry. Ivy's shot is off.
I think the defense will live with him taking mid-range jumpers, but maybe just a little bit more resistance.
And it's hammered home by Green.
The way that Curry reads the floor, he could get double-digit assists on any night if he wanted to.
And here's Detroit. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
They grabbed their own miss.
That's the shot you hope for. Right at the rim. Just couldn't capitalize.
Wiggins passes to Poole. Outside Curry. Back to Poole. And he makes it on the layup.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now here's Cunningham. Driving in.
Well, the #1 overall pick in 2021, Cade Cunningham, ended up 3rd in the Rookie of the Year voting, but nevertheless had an outstanding first season.
And Cunningham asked to carry a developing Pistons team. Something you'd know about, Grant. Any advice?
Just keep working hard, young man. He is on the right track for sure, B.A. I know he will get it done. He loves the game, and he has embraced the challenge of making this team a winner.
That free throw good from Cunningham. Second free throw, no good.
It was good to see Andrew Wiggins make his first All-Star team in 2022. For a player with such a great career, it was long overdue.
Here's Ivy. Pass to Bagley. Here's Ivy. Back to Bagley. Oh, the big finish by Bagley.
There you go. He's a monster at the rim.
So athletic. Obviously, he plays on the attack. Well, Wiggins didn't just get an All-Star selection in 2022. Richard, he was picked as a starter.
And that's saying something for a man who isn't always the focal point of his team's offense. Wiggins doesn't need to be the main guy. He wants to be the glue that holds the team together.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
The Pistons have gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. Here's Ivy. He's covered by Curry. Bagley is screen on Wiggins. Cunningham passes to Bagley. Count it. Good.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
And that streaking rack attack is the Mobile One drive.
The aggressive take there to get inside. They're looking to make things happen to try and take control of this game.
Here's Green. Following the score by Detroit. To the inside. Wiggins. Ooh, good D by Bagley. The Pistons have gone 2 for 5 here in the first. Pass to Cunningham. Here's Ivy. He's covered by Curry. Curry with a steal. In transition, here they come. Pulls up for 3. And it's Thompson that time on the assist by Wiggins.
I just love how fast Thompson gets his shot off. It makes him so much more lethal.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over.
Yeah, coach no doubt wants to use this timeout to review the matchups and maybe make some adjustments as well.
I'm sure all of the above is in order, and you can never be too content.
Warriors will go with a different look here. Wiseman, he's checked in for Green. Looney comes in for Wiggins. Kuminga, he's checked in for Klay Thompson. And it's DiVincenzo in for Poole. Pass to Knox. Outside Burks. And here's Olynyk. He's defended by Looney. Back to Burks. 6 to shoot. Now Hayes. Oh, he tries a 3. Hauled in by DiVincenzo. Down low. And Looney with the slam.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
Now here's Olynyk. Outside Burks. Pass to Duren. Olynyk against Looney. Olynyk passes to Hayes. No good on the triple. Golden State has gone 3 for 5 from deep so far in this matchup. Now here's Wiseman. He's defended by Hayes. And that one's good. Wiseman.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
Now here's Hayes. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. On the wing, Burks. Oh, no good again that time. The three is up. Doesn't go for him. And so it's the Golden State Warriors now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. They're communicating well and stringing together stops. We'll be right back after this word.
Give it up for your Warriors.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Warriors. Well, you ask any team executive, they're all looking for the next Giannis. The problem is there aren't many like Giannis.
That is so true, B.A. Good luck with that, team executives. But reality, look, with the way the NBA game has evolved, positionless basketball is what it's all about. You combine that with size, skill, and talent, that's a dangerous combination, and that's what every team needs.
Setting the floor for Detroit. Cunningham and Bay, the wing pair. Kelly Olynyk is out there with Isaiah Stewart, and it's Ivy in at the 1. Now here's Wiggins, and here's Kuminga for 3, and Cunningham pulls it down. Pass to Olynyk. Bay from long range. The Pistons rebound. There's the 3. They get it again. Olynyk with a screen on Kuminga. And Bay, here we go. Shoots over Wiggins. Bay, good.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Looking for his first basket still in this one. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Pass to Ivy. Back to Cunningham. Clock at 6. No good. A bit long that time. Golden State has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Cunningham against Kuminga. Now here's DiVincenzo. Off target from outside. And Saddiq Bey, a 3-and-D wing. And he has the strength to play up at the power forward spot, Greg.
You know, B.A., that power forward spot might be his best position. Not the quick twitch type of athlete, but great physicality for a perimeter player.
Here's Ivy. To the left side wing. Cunningham outside. Back to Stewart. Thompson with a steal. Shot to end the cold streak. Can't get it to drop. And Detroit will go the other way with it. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. Cunningham on the wing. Six on the shot clock. Free throw line jumper. It's rebounded by Golden State. Wiggins got 5 rebounds in the game. Outside, DiVincenzo. Here's the 3. And the Warriors miss again.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
Bay passes to Cunningham. Here's Ivy. Pull it in. They held a 12-point lead earlier. DiVincenzo against Bay. DiVincenzo can't hit. The Pistons trailing. Cunningham outside. And Andrew Wiggins gets the whistle that time. That'll be a second foul of the game. Detroit calls timeout. And as the coaches draw up their strategies, the players staying hydrated with some Gatorade. That's key to keeping them at their best all the way up to the buzzer.
It really is. And every one of those players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
And the Warriors will go with a different look here. Wiseman, he's checked in for Draymond Green. Looney comes in for Andrew Wiggins. Poole, he's checked in for Kuminga. And it's Stephen Curry in for DiVincenzo. Here's Knox, defended by Thompson. Bagley, a screen on Thompson. Second shot opportunity. Bagley, no good. The Warriors have gone 0 for 6 in the second. Not looking good. Curry with it, and Noel picks him up defensively. That one's good for 2. Curry's got his third basket of the night.
Slick move by Curry with the ball, getting the defenders off balance so he can find a shot.
Burks, a screen on Curry. Hayes, the pass to Noel. And here's Burks. Bagley, a screen on Poole. 5 on the clock. Out to Bagley. Out of bounds. It'll be Warriors ball.
Those are the turnovers that have coaches pulling their hair out. Why do you think I'm bald?
We've got 1:13 left in the second. And here's Curry for 3. Noel with the rebound.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Pass to Bagley. Again, the miss by the Pistons. And the Warriors shooting 40% from the field in this one. To the middle. Here's Looney. The shot's good. And now it's a 12-point Warrior lead.
With all the attention Clay gets, it can lead to open looks for others. Nice decision.
Now here's Noel. Left side Bagley. From the wing. Warriors with the rebound. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And here's Curry for 3. Poole outside. Screen by Wiseman. And a miss there on the triple. Pass to Hayes. And he lobs it up. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. 1 second left. That one no good. And so it's the Golden State Warriors, now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Thanks. I'm here now with Dwayne Casey. Coach, how do you assess your shot selection and your decision-making offensively?
Well, we had some good looks. We just got to make sure we keep our poise and composure and knock them down. We had some good looks. We knew they were going to come out with a lot of juice, a lot of speed, a lot of quickness. We made some mistakes defensively, not matching up quick enough. So, again, we got to keep our composure and stay with our game plan defensively.
Good luck. Thank you, Coach.
Thanks very much, Allie. We'll be back soon to start the second half of basketball. After a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Man, it's been quite a game for Stephen Curry.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. All three shooters are out there, the splash triplets, Curry, Clay, and Poole. Draymond Green is out there with Andrew Wiggins. And that's the group for Steve Kerr as we begin the second half.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
Now here's Curry. 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. Thompson. The shot that time, not on target. Good D by Bay. And here's Detroit. Here's Ivy to the paint. Here's Bagley. There's the double team with Wiggins. Bagley, a screen on Poole. And here's Ivy from the arc. Offensive rebound. Oh, the big finish by Bagley.
Just a big play at this juncture of the game. Second chance points could be the key for them.
Impressive effort right there. That's what they need to mount a comeback.
And usually that's a bucket for him, but look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
Inside, here's Ivy. And with that one, the deficit trimmed to single digits. Ivy's got his second basket of the night.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking him right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Making it look so easy. Wiggins has crazy hops. Can really get up there.
A nice shot by Ivy. Here's Curry. Give him 8 points now. Well, Grant, Ivy gets a lot of attention for his scoring, but he can also lock you down at the other end.
Oh, yes, he can, B.A. He's big, active, and athletic, too. A strong on-ball defender as well. He'll also jump passing lanes, causing deflections. He looks to flip turnovers into points.
Here's Ivy. 6 points for him. Now here's Green. Takes a step back. And here's Poole. Outside Curry. 4-3. Hits the trifecta. Curry's got 11 points.
Few do it better than Curry. The range of his shooting is practically in a league of its own.
Thompson against Bay to the right side. Another shot. Bagley. And he converts the layup. Bagley's got 4 points now in the quarter.
He got in excellent position, then takes it right back up.
Outside, Green. Pass to Thompson. Outside Curry. Off target from three-point range. The Pistons have gone 4 of 8 in the third. Here's Ivy. Cunningham outside. Bagley a screen on Poole. There's Cunningham with a three. A rebound by Wiggins. Wiggins got his 6th rebound on the night. Outside Curry. Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Poole for three, and that one's good. And Green with the assist. He's got 5.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
And the Pistons call time here. Changes here for the Warriors. Looney's checked in for Andrew Wiggins. Kuminga comes in for Klay Thompson. And it's DiVincenzo in for Poole. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Burks against DiVincenzo. Burks passes to Olynyk. Over Looney. And Olynyk the bucket on the assist by Burks.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
Pass to Green. We've got 1:55 left in the third. Here's Kuminga. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup. Kuminga's gotten his first basket of the night.
Taking it right at the rack. I mean, that defense is looking real frustrated.
That's the kind of aggression you want to see when you've got a team on the ropes.
Burks no good. Golden State has gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the third quarter.
So much to say about Draymond's game. Tough to say anyone else in the league has a larger impact on their team on both sides of the floor.
Wiseman, he's checked in for the Warriors.
James Wiseman.
Outside Kuminga. The rebound by Burks. And Richard, the weight that Draymond carries for this team can't be forgotten.
The impact he has on the defense alone is remarkable. But then you factor in the offense ability, bringing the ball up the floor. There is no doubt he is the vocal leader and the heartbeat.
Now here's Hayes. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. There's 53 seconds left in the third. And a deep three from Curry. And the Warriors miss again.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistent.
Here's Burks. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Olynyk with a screen on Kuminga. And again, the Pistons missing. The Warriors have gotten only 4 of 10 shots to fall so far in the third. Outside Curry. Outside, DiVincenzo. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry. Curry's got his 4th assist in this one.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors, up 15 points as this quarter concludes. Playing some great basketball, holding a healthy advantage. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Woo, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your two guards share the wealth.
Not just playing selflessly, but also making a smart decision with the ball.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. And on the floor for Detroit here in the 4th. Bagley and Stewart together down low. Cunningham and Bay, the wing pair. And it's Ivy in at the point. Thompson's shot is off. And Detroit is shooting a low 26% from the field. Cunningham against Poole. Cunningham outside. Picked by Stewart. Nice move. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Poole outside. To the middle. Here's Thompson. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Warriors lead by 17.
Those high percentage looks are easy for Thompson. He's just got the touch for inside shots.
Picked by Stewart. Cunningham passes to Stewart. And that one's good. Cunningham.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
Pass to Green. Here's DiVincenzo. Thompson outside. Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by the Pistons. Bagley's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Now Cunningham. We're just over a minute and a half now into the 4th. Bay outside. Cunningham outside. From downtown. Can't hit that one. The Warriors have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the 4th. Poole, the pass to DiVincenzo. Green, a screen. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. Here's Bay. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Great teamwork on that drive. Punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
Green finds Poole. Wiggins against Bagley. And that's out of bounds. Last touch by Poole. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the 4th. Pass to Cunningham. Bagley is screen on Poole. And it's Cunningham missing. Well, the Warriors shooting just under 40% from the field. Poole, the pass to Green. Out to Thompson. Green with a screen on Bay. Thompson with it. Guarded by Stewart. Shot's good by Thompson.
And you can tell that Clay trusts his guys. He calls a play, and they just go to the right spots.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
There's the double with Thompson. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. DiVincenzo pass to Thompson. Shoots over Bay. Here's Green. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line.
Defensive foul, Isaiah Stewart.
And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Warriors. Curry, he's checked in for Poole. Olynyk's checked in for the Pistons.
Draymond Green at the line for one.
Free throw good. Green. And watching Draymond Green play, Grant, he's the quarterback on both ends.
I love that, B.A. Defensively, constantly calling out instructions on how to switch, keeping everyone organized. And offensively, Green is an incredible passer, sees guys get open before they do.
At the line for the Pistons, Marvin Bagley, shooting one.
Throw good, Bagley. And so it's Golden State with it. Outside Curry. Green up top.
Two minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Outside, DiVincenzo. Shot clock at 5. Over Olynyk. Second chance shot, and it's laid up and in by Green. Green's got 5 points now this quarter.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now.
DiVincenzo against Cunningham. Shoots over DiVincenzo. The bank shot, no good.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. What's colder than cold? But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball.
Green in the post. He's covered by Bay. That one goes in. And the Warriors lead by 19.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Warriors.
They were the more accurate club, and in the end, that made the difference, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., you have to love their strategy. And even more, you love the execution.
And propelling them to a solid win, it was a night of big plays for Stephen Curry.
He came up with a bucket every time they needed him to. Great effort on offense, and he was a difference maker.
Green, a screen. Pass to DiVincenzo. Green with a screen on Cunningham. Here's DiVincenzo. Out to Thompson. Fades back. Rebound by Olynyk. And so it's Detroit with it, trailing by 17. Here's Cunningham. 16 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Soft touch off the glass.
No settling for an outside shot there. They went right to the hoop.
Curry with it. And so it's the Warriors taking care of business in this one. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave him a little extra edge.
Yeah, they really fed off the energy. You saw their activity level go up. Just a tremendous performance.
Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
We wish you a safe trip home.
Thanks, team. Well, Draymond, it was smooth sailing for you tonight. How'd you make it look so easy?
I mean, it's seamless because I play with guys who makes it seamless. You know, I don't have to come out and try to do too much. Just come out and be myself. So for that reason, it was seamless.
All right, congrats on the win. Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. This is Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in as New Balance presents our player of the game, Stephen Curry.